loves. So this video is a video about date night with my husband, date night ideas, and so on. So I'll just get right into it. My husband and I have been together for, this year will make 10 years. We've been married, this year will make 5 years, and we have 2 children. He wasn't my high school sweetheart, but we met when I was in college, and he's the only person I've been with since then, and vice versa. And one of the things that happens when we got married and we're living together full time is that the relationship can be impacted by all of the different things that we have going on separate from each other, and then obviously things that we have going on together. And this exists for even non-married couples, so it's not exclusive to married couples, but life gets in the way, sometimes family obligations, even before when we even had our own family with children, his responsibilities to his mother, his father, and vice versa. I have a lot of siblings, and we have lots of friends, and we have plans and things that we create with them, work, you know, depending on schedules. You and your partner may work different hours, and that forces you to not really have a lot of time together. And if you do have kids, of course the kids take up 100% of your time that's not being spent outside working or wherever else, and sometimes your own personal hobbies and interests, if you're building a second career for yourself, or a hobby that you have requires a lot of time, whether it be outdoors, training, inside in your own private space, and sometimes just like stress and things like that can affect your relationship with your partner. So for my husband and I, I'm the planner in our relationship. He doesn't really like think of ideas, and that's just not his strong suit, whereas he's more of like taking care of business, being the provider, wanting to get things done for the family, wanting to make sure that things that need to be fixed are fixed. He's also a very great support system, so he understands that my work sometimes takes me out of the house, so he's 100% here with the kids, with the family, jumps in, does what he needs to do. My work also can be really infrequent in timing, and so sometimes he has to step in and do things solo when I am being preoccupied. So I also plan like date nights so we can still keep connected. I think it's strong. It strengthens the relationship, it strengthens the friendship, it builds and fosters good communication, and all of those things are great, things that you need in any marriage, you know, and relationship. So, my husband and I do have date nights often. Sometimes they're built into holidays, birthdays, and celebrations. So we may do like a date night, let's say for, you know, a holiday or such, like Valentine's Day, and celebrating like some type of promotion or good business or something that needs to be celebrated, or simply like a celebration in our marriage, like obviously anniversaries and things like that. So we have them built into that. We also do date nights routinely. Some months were better than others, where we do 2 nights a month is a date night month. When we first started, when we first got married, we would do a date night around the 5th and the 10th, because the 5th of the month is our dating anniversary date, and the 10th of the month is our wedding anniversary date. So we would try to put it in that week with the 5th and the 10th, so that we would at least have one date night. And now that we have children, we decided on a random day, like a Thursday, every other Thursday. Like I said, some months we're very consistent and we keep it, and then there's some months where it's only like one. And in the months where there's like a celebration or a relationship milestone, we replace the every other Thursday for that particular date. So if you want to do a date night, don't let the fact that you have children hold you back from that. And if you don't have children and you're like a caretaker to a loved one, if that's your circumstance, then you can hire someone to come in and take care of the kids and or that loved one. And you can, if not hire someone, if you can't afford to hire someone so you could take a date night, then you can ask for help from friends and family. And if your children have godparents, ask them, grandparents, aunts, uncles, sometimes just a good friend of your child. They may, their parent may be willing to take your child. So your child's friends' parents is what I'm saying. But for us, in our marriage, we hire help to come in. We find a babysitter and we ask them if they're available. We schedule and we put it into our agendas and we make it a non-negotiable. So some of the date night ideas that my husband and I love, and these are not revolutionary. This is not like we're doing stuff that people haven't been doing forever. But these are just some of our favorites. Okay, so we love bowling. My husband and I are really competitive and we try to beat each other. We've actually done double dates for bowling, which obviously dinner. I mean, date nights around dinner is like, it's like the norm. That's what people do. That's traditional, right? So we love dinner. We go to some of our favorite restaurants. Sometimes we'll try to be different and pick other restaurants that we've never been to. But date night is one of the ideal ways to do a date night. And what also helps with doing dinner for date night is that it's not something that requires a lot of effort. We can go somewhere right down the road that's a favorite spot of ours, go and get dinner for about an hour and a half because we're not picking like a weekend where the waits are long, and be back in an hour and a half and the date night is over. It's just that quick. The movies is also a good one. Same thing, pick a random day so you don't have to deal with the lines and the wait, and go watch the movie and then just come right back home. We also like to go to play pool. We haven't done that one in a while. More, I guess you could say, expensive date nights are like concerts and comedy shows. My husband and I love comedy shows. Some of the recent ones that we saw Mike Epps in concert, and we saw the Last Comic Standing. They did their tour. And usually for like concert tickets and comedy show tickets, you're looking to pay $60 per person, depending on the act, and obviously depending on where you sit. We've also gone to get massages at the massage parlor. In New York, it's a little easier to do that because a lot of places offer couples massage, and you can, that's one of those date nights that you do tend to go to do something after, because while you're in the midst of the massage, if you happen to find a couples massage where the both of you can be together, there still isn't much conversation, and go to like a Froyo or Red Mango, like a frozen yogurt place. Those are also really good date night options. The cheapest date night option that we've ever done was staying at home. And what we'll do is we'll just order something that we like Chinese or pizza. We love Indian food, and we'll order in and we'll watch Netflix, like I said, order dinner or something like that. And those are obviously the cheaper date nights. And then I guess this is not exactly a date night, but more of like a date experience. My husband and I vacation together. We vacation together pretty much like at least twice a year. Sometimes we take quick overnight vacations, and sometimes we take a little bit more extended vacations. The quickest vacation that we've taken are usually about 3 days, including the day up and the day out. So it's really like 2 nights. We've gone to Pennsylvania, literally just made a decision to get on the Amtrak and take it to Pennsylvania. Got on the Amtrak and took it to Pennsylvania, stayed in one of the, got a rental car, stayed in a hotel that I've visited in another state that I liked, and we went to several restaurants, went to the mall, and that was actually in celebration of his birthday 2 years ago. It was before L, but after JJ. We also went to New Jersey once to celebrate. New Jersey's right up the road from us. We live in New York, and we stayed in the Marriott. The night we got up there, we went to dinner. We stayed the next day and just like hung out. No, that was actually just like a one-night thing, because I remember the next day we woke up, went and got breakfast at a local spot, and then came home. So it was just like an overnight getaway. And then like big vacations we've done, we celebrated our 4-year anniversary in Miami. We got married in Miami, so it was just really nice to be able to go there. And that was a 3-day event. That was a 3-day vacation date experience. And we just pretty much enjoyed the local eateries there. We were right on Ocean Avenue. If you've ever been, I love Miami. I've been there like 8 times, including my wedding. Went to the beach, participated in some of the local things that were going on, and just really enjoyed ourselves just for like 3 days, 3 nights. And then we went to St. Thomas also for 3 nights. And once again, just a quick vacay. We went to local spots to eat, went to the beach. We went literally just chilled, beach, restaurants, got some drinks, hung out, and really just enjoyed each other's companies. I feel like that's like the focus of when we do those little quick getaways. It's just being out of your normal environment, which is your house, being away from any responsibilities and obligations that if you were local, they could easily take your attention away from, you know, your husband or your wife or your partner. But when you're like all the way in St. Thomas, there's nothing you can do. We're not going to be back until, you know, Wednesday, and it's like Sunday. So just things like that we've done. And all the things that I'm telling you, I plan them and organize them. It's just something that I guess as I've matured in my relationship, it doesn't bother me that my husband's not coming to me saying, hey, let's go away here for a quick, you know, vacation. It doesn't bother me that he's not doing that, because the most important thing is that the experience happens, not who initiated the experience, and being upset and, you know, angered by the fact that he isn't doing all of these things that you see in the movies. Like, that's not important to me. When I have an idea and I'm like, hey, what do you think about going to, you know, Aruba? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Like, do you want to make it a family thing, or do you just want to make it the 2 of us? And he, you know, like being able to just do that is okay with me. Like, no big deal. There's probably lots of guys out there who that is their thing, and the woman is not like that. I just didn't marry one of those. And that's okay. That's totally okay with me. Yeah, obviously the 3-night getaway vacation is a lot more of an expensive date type of thing. And you can put that in the date category if that might be something that you do like once a year as a big thing, and then you do smaller dates like at home Netflix and stuff like that, in order to, you know, balance them. But it was important to us as a husband and wife that we don't allow for us to just work to pay bills and not enjoy the fruits of our labor. And so we made sure that we added a little bit of vacationing as a part of our dating experience. So that's my 2 cents on dating your spouse or your lover, partner, whatever have you. I hope that this video was informative. Let me know if you have more questions, because like I said, I answer them when I'm inspired in video format. And subscribe to my channel. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye.
Leave you behind, grabbing the wrong, catch up where buttons against me can't prosper. Armor of God is much stronger than the army of y'all. I'm ready for war. After that, I'm ready to ball, and after that